We'll hire some experts who can edit the video to give it the touch, some effects, some after effects. And I think if I do those two things, the quality will improve exponentially. I can have dreams, all right?
A lot of free software.
Okay. Simple stuff. Is it recording?
No. It must be red? Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah. All right. Let's start from simple to more complicated. This is very simple. Football is a great sport. Yeah, we're starting off very simple. Players are outstanding. Teenagers love it. Teenagers love it. Cars generate loads of CO2. Lots of CO2. Okay. Here, space. Again, the four options that we had before. The four options are A, the, some, or nothing. Football is a great sport. Nothing. Players are outstanding. Nothing.
Why? But you're speaking about the specific players, not all of them, not every player.
Right. We have no context. We have no context here. I'm talking in general. Okay? I'm making a generalization.
Every player is outstanding.
Sorry?
So every player is outstanding.
Yes, they are. Because they put their soul into it. Okay, articles. We have no context, but let me give you a little context. Making a generalization. Okay, my purpose or our purpose here is making generalizations. I want to generalize. Perhaps it's overgeneralizing because not all of them are actually that great. But if we want to make a generalization, players are outstanding. Teenagers love it. Do we need anything? No. Cars generate lots of CO2. No. So the first lesson to teach you, if we want to make a generalization, yeah, we don't need any article at all if we have an uncountable noun. Football is uncountable, yeah? Players is countable, yeah? Teenagers is a countable noun. Cars is a countable noun. And if you have a countable noun in the plural form, countable in the plural form, countable in the plural form, yeah? Countables in the plural form or an uncountable noun, and you're making a generalization, then you don't need any determiner, any article there. So far so good? Yep. Yeah, we're starting simple. Now, again, making a generalization about a whole group. Again, making a generalization about a whole group. Let me erase this one and keep those. Making a generalization about a whole group. Teenagers are outstanding. Okay, players are outstanding. Imagine that I remove the plural with the tip of my fingers, literally. Player are outstanding. Alright, player is, removing the plural, teenager, the teenager loves it. Car generates, yeah, because I removed the plurals. Now, what would you add here? The player. Here? the teenager. Here, the car. Actually, by the way, guys,
Could be, eh?
there are two pronunciations for this word. One pronunciation is the, and the other pronunciation is the. Yeah? Both of them are acceptable. I will teach you the differences later or next time, but it's in the agenda. The player is outstanding. When I choose, yes, you could say but in this case I want to teach you the use of the. If I say the player is outstanding, the teenager, a generalization about a whole group. I don't know, the teenager experiences many changes, yeah? The car generates lots of CO2. So this is the same use as before, making a generalization. So if I make a generalization with the plural form, nothing, no article. But I can also make a generalization with the singular form, and in that case, I need that. Remember the example from the text before, when we said plastic bags? Nothing. Or the plastic bag, yeah? That's also a generalization with the singular form. So you can make a generalization with the singular form, but in that case, you need the. This is less frequent, less common, and more formal. So far, so good? All right, let's give it another turn. Let's give it another turn. What other possibility did you point out before, Shema? That's another possibility, which is the article By the way, there are two pronunciations, or a. All right, let's say a player is outstanding. A teenager experiences many changes. A car generates lots of CO2. Does this sentence sound good to you, or do these sentences look good or sound good to you? What does your instinct tell you? Is your instinct telling you those sound fine, or do they sound a little bit wonky to you?
Fine if it's conditional.
A conditional? The first one?
Yeah, anyone.
You would need to make a conditional, right, Lina? In order for it to be correct. You think so? So the sentence by itself, the way it is, doesn't sound good to you? It doesn't sound good to you the way it is, right?
They sound good to me, except the first one.
A player is outstanding.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the second and the third can be a generalization, but the first one is not.
I'm gonna change it a little
Yeah,
bit.
now it's fine.
A player needs support. Does it sound good? Does it sound good to you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
For me, there's something missing.
Eva, speak your mind. Speak your instinct out.
I think there's something missing there. A player needs support to become a good.
Something missing, right?
Something missing.
Like Lina said, maybe if you make a conditional, it would be complete. It's incomplete right now, in a way, yeah?
But you can understand the word.
Because you need to point to a specific one to speak about the group.
You are on the right track, Shema. Repeat that, please.
Player needs support, or because you are speaking about one, but you are speaking about all the professional players.
I want to make a generalization about the whole group, but this is incomplete. Let me finish the explanation for you. You can make a generalization about a whole group and use the preposition a or an if and only if you focus on one example. Yeah? So making a generalization about a whole group by focusing on an example. So you need to add something more specific to make it work with the preposition a. This is what Lina, not only a conditional, you can do more stuff with it, but you can say a player needs support if make a conditional, that's fine. If he's going through a tough time, yeah? A tough period of time. Now, if you complete the sentence, for example, using a conditional, then you are focusing on an example. So, yes, you can make a generalization using the preposition a, but you need to complete it with one example. In that case, now this is a good generalization by means of a conditional. A teenager experiences many changes. You can also complete that, yeah? Or a car generates lots of CO2. You can, instead of a conditional, you can say when using low gears. Yeah, when using low gears, like the first gear, the second gear, the third gear, when you use low gears, then now it doesn't look so incomplete to you, right, Eva? Does it sound good to you right now? There was something missing, yeah? So when you add something here, when using low gears, you're focusing on an example. And thanks to focusing on one example, the preposition a car, is good for our generalization. And for the life of me, I cannot think of anything for this one, but you understand.
Yeah, teenagers experience many changes between 13 and 18 years old.
All right. Between the age of 13 and 16, yeah? Complete it with some specific information or example, and now it's complete. And you can make the generalization with the preposition a. So far, so good? Okay, let's move on. I'm going to erase that in 30 seconds. I'll give you some time. In the meantime, I will read the next point. Okay, easy stuff. Easy stuff. I got it. If you copy it now, you will not have to watch my video later. So, but if you don't, you can always watch it. Yeah. It will be online. Okay. Very easy sentence for you guys. There's laptop on shelf next to okay, complete with me. There's a laptop on the shelf next to the window. Okay, this is primary school stuff. Okay, this is primary school stuff. What is the lesson what is the generalization that we can learn from this? That a singular noun is normally preceded by an article. This is a noun in the singular form, noun in the singular form, noun in the singular form. So when a noun is in the singular form, it's typically preceded by an article. However, there are exceptions. Let's have a look at some exceptions together. This is not an exception. Hey, I'm so hungry. Let's... Anything necessary? Okay. Have a look at these. Now the exceptions are coming. Okay. Have lunch. Have a nice lunch. Wow. So, why? We said that lunch, dinner, yeah? Lunch, dinner, breakfast, and so on, they are meals, yeah? So before meals, even though they are singular nouns, they are exceptions. We said, typically singular nouns are preceded by articles. These are singular nouns, not preceded by an article. These are exceptions to the rule. But why do I use an article here if we said that lunch is an exception?
Because you have the adjective.
Bingo. When you have adjective plus noun, they are no longer an exception. It's an exception without an adjective. The moment you use an adjective to modify this noun, in that precise moment, it stops being an exception, and you need the determiner. So far so good? Exception, not exception anymore. May I? Okay, more exceptions. Okay, again, this is the rule, yeah, the generalization, the typical norm. However, there are some more exceptions. School, okay. Go to or start, yeah? Tomorrow she will start. She will start nothing. She will start school, nothing. Tomorrow she will start university, nothing. Tomorrow she will start, in American English, college, nothing. Tomorrow she will go to court, nothing. Tomorrow, unfortunately, after going to court, she will go to prison, nothing. Tonight, at around 10 o'clock, because she's knackered, she will go to bed. And if she feels bad, she will go to hospital. Even though in my life, before, I heard people saying the hospital, yeah? Perhaps that's another American British thing, but the British norm goes to hospital, yeah? Go to hospital.
But they go to the doctor.
They go to the doctor and they go to hospital.
To the doctors. Yeah, usually.
Yeah, the GPs, the doctors. So these words, even though we said that the rule is that singular noun, determiner, singular noun, determiner, singular noun, determiner, singular noun, no determiner, singular noun, no determiner, singular noun, no determiner. What's the problem with these words? They are exceptions. Exceptions to the rule, exceptions to the norm. Remember those. Start school, yeah, or go to school. May I? Yeah, remember this bunch of exceptions. There might be more, but these are the most typical or popular ones. Yep. As long as you remember those, you're good to go. May I? Okay, another one. Hey, I loved. Hey, I loved 80s. Is there anything missing there? I loved the 80s. Oh, yesterday I loved weather. It was lovely. Anything missing there? The weather yesterday was great. Okay, look at the, hey guys, look at the, look at the blah blah blah, or, yeah, look at the, and then I have sun, moon, sea, earth, or mountains, or sky. What are these? What do I need here? I need the sun, the moon, the sea, the earth, the sky, yeah? The 80s, the weather. She works for, and then I have here press, media, army, government. Press, media, army, government. What do we need here? The. Okay, lesson to be learned from here. We need the before decades. Yeah? The 80s, the 60s, the 70s, the 90s, before decades. The. We need the before weather, before global features. I think weather can be together with this group, okay? Before weather, sun, moon, sea, earth, sky. What are these? These are global features, yeah? Global. The sun is global, yeah? The moon is global. The earth is global. The sea is global. The ocean. Global features require the article the. How about this? Press, army, media, government. What are those? They are, I would say in simple English, big institutions. National institutions, international institutions, big institutions. Yeah? A big institution such as the army, the government, the media, the press. Big institutions, national or international, require the article the. So far so good? May I? 5 more minutes, I promise. Okay, a little bit more. She's, and then I have a series of words here. Muslim, communist, liberal, Democrat, Christian. What do I need here? The preposition. And what are these? These are, if you're a Muslim or a Christian, these are religious affiliations or just simply religions that you follow. If you're a communist or a Democrat or a liberal, then those are political affiliations, just so to speak, yeah? Political affiliations. So before political affiliations or religions, preposition A. May I, yeah? Political affiliations or religions. Okay, another example. Yeah. Hey, you got a letter from Boris Johnson. Hey, you got a letter from Boris Johnson. Wait. The Boris Johnson? Okay. Here I have the preposition a. Sorry. And here I've got the preposition the. What do I mean here? Oh, sorry. No. A slip of mind. A letter from a Boris Johnson. You get a letter from a Boris Johnson. Wait, the Boris Johnson? What is the difference between a Boris Johnson and the Boris Johnson? Shaima, explain it to your classmates.
Yeah, the first one is referring to someone called Boris Johnson, that could be or not the Boris Johnson, and the Boris Johnson is the one.
The one and only, yeah? The one and only, a famous person or a person in particular that you're referring to. Boris Johnson. In Spanish I would say un tal, yeah? Un tal, yeah? Anybody with that name. The Boris Johnson, and notice the pronunciation. Here you pronounce it as the, yeah? Not that. You wait. The Boris Johnson? The, there's the pronunciation. The famous one, yeah? Okay, so that is the difference between using the preposition a before a name, or the article a before a name, or the article the before a name. It makes a difference, yeah?
And you could also add nothing. From Boris Johnson, if you are not saying
Yeah,
someone called
from Boris Johnson.
or the Boris Johnson.
Make it a bit normal, yeah? From Boris Johnson, yeah? Like not specifying whether it's anybody called Boris or the one and only Boris, yeah? Okay, let's move on a little bit more. Let's talk about quantifiers. I want you to tell me the difference between these sentences. If I say there's some bread, in the pantry. There's some bread in the pantry. By the way, pantry. Pantry is the place at your place where you store food. It was more typical to have that in villages. Yeah, the place where you store food. Food storage room. Food storage room. Yeah, the pantry. There's some bread in the pantry. Another one. I'm running out of ink. Give me a second. Should be all right. The new bakery makes bread every day. And another one, sorry, there's no bread. Yeah, that's Rachel. Come in. Okay, so what are the different quantifiers? Yeah, quantifiers that we can use here. Here we use some before bread. Here we use nothing before bread, and here we used no before bread. Bread, yeah, is the noun. So when we use some, what are we indicating with some? That the amount is limited. Yeah, some limited amount. When we don't use anything before bread, what are we expressing about the amount? Is it limited? Not a limited amount. Yeah, plenty of it. No, we don't need to specify that the amount is limited. So limited, yeah, limited amount, not limited amount, and in this case, we would just say that nothing at all. Yeah, not present, or non-existent. Yeah, three possibilities. Some before the noun, limited amount. Nothing before the noun, not a limited amount. No before the noun, not present, not existent. Easy peasy. Next, the last one. The very last sentence. You can bring bloke from the hood. This is informal English, yeah? Oh. Okay. Imagine that somebody asks somebody, can I bring somebody please to the party? Can I bring a friend or something to the party? And then you respond, you can bring bloke from the hood. Bloke, it's informal British English for guy, yeah? Guy, dude, yeah? Some guy, yeah? Some dude. Okay, you can bring bloke from the hood. Any quantifier that you would suggest here? I will act it out. Sorry, Dad. Can I bring anybody to the party, please? And then Dad, who doesn't know any any of the friends, yeah? Yeah, you can bring any bloke from the hood. I don't care. So if the father doesn't care, yeah, what quantifier would you use? I don't care. You can bring it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Any. It doesn't matter. You can bring any bloke from the hood. And then when they are at the party, yeah, somebody asks, yeah, the mother arrives, sees a person there that she doesn't recognize. Hey, who's that guy with Jenny? Who's that guy with our daughter? Who is she? And then the father, who is totally not interested about the identity of that person, yeah, or perhaps he has a low opinion of that person, he says, oh, bloke from the hood. That bloke, bloke from the hood. No interest. Who's that? Bloke from the hood. I don't care. I don't care. Shema. Some bloke from the hood. Yeah, some bloke from the hood. So what is the difference between saying any bloke or some bloke or any guy, some guy? The difference, if you say any, it doesn't matter which one. Yeah? It doesn't matter which one. If you say some bloke when you're already at the party, are you showing interest at the bloke or no interest at all? A lack of interest. Here you're expressing a lack of interest. Yeah? A lack of interest. Some bloke. Yeah, just some bloke. Yeah? A lack of interest or even a low opinion. Yeah? You feel superior to that person? Yeah? Some bloke. Some guy. Yeah. That is the end of the grammatical explanation for today. Well, perhaps I'll just give you some homework because it's already 8:30. Yeah? I don't think we have time to do the grammatical exercises today. It's 8:30, yeah? We can call it a day.